Hello, my lovelies. How are you all doing? I hope you're keeping well and staying crafty and having a nice weekend. I'm coming on to show you what I've done with the dryer sheets that I've painted in the live video. Use these gilding polishes. In my live video just over a week ago, I was doing, well, I'm saying dryer sheets. One of them was a dryer sheet, but I think the most of them that I did were actually the colour catcher sheets that I'd done. So it was basically these sort of things, and then I just painted them. And the lovely Anne Lane, she said, I think there was somebody else as well. I don't know whether it was Joe, but Anne Lane definitely says, oh, you could turn those into little envelopes. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. I might get my big sewing machine out, or I might hand stitch them. Well, I did neither of those because we had a delivery from Temu. We'd ordered, I saw this on Temu. I am not doing a demonstration, but I will leave the link to a lady that I've found who does an absolutely fabulous tutorial. She's really, really brilliant. Not that I got on very well, but her tutorial is brilliant. I just couldn't do it how she was doing it, but it's not a bad little thing. And we actually got this for nothing because it was only about £5, but it's supposed to be a USB charge. Well, I put it into the USB socket, and within a minute the cord was absolutely scorching hot, and I said, no, I'm not using that. We'll send it back. It's battery operated as well. Anyway, Mr. Doodle said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm really not happy with it. I don't want to keep using batteries, so I'll just send it back. I'm not that bothered about it. So, but anyway, they said, well, keep it and we'll give you a refund. So we've got it. And he said, well, you may as well try it with batteries. So I've tried it. And I think it's fair to say I will never be a seamstress. Was this the lady? She said, she showed you how to thread it all and everything. She said the easiest way she'd found was to put it on the table and press it that way. Well, I just can't do it because I've got weird thumbs, lot. I've got weird thumbs. I've got hypermobility in my thumbs and my fingers, basically, and I just couldn't do it. So I was doing it right-handed, and oh my days. But what do they say? Never give up. I didn't give up. I'm like, no, I'm not giving up. So I've done it, and the sewing is absolutely crap, but I don't care. There's always a way around things. And there was 3 spools of white cotton. Yes, I could have got some spools already made up of different coloured cottons. God, we're 3 minutes in and I've not shown you anything yet. But I thought, no, I'll do it with white cotton because I can always go over it with paint, and that's what I've done. And I'm pleased with the little pockets. They've come out all right. I just used my circle punch to punch a little slot there, and then that piece, I thought, oh, well, that'll make a nice little tuck spot for there. And I am really pleased with them. I mean, they're all right. It's just the sewing bit. So I've done it that way, started this side so I could see where I was going. And it's not like a proper machine where you have the 2 threads. It just has 1 thread, and then it does like a chain stitch on the other side. Well, this side doesn't look too bad. Right, but the other side, oh dear me. I don't know whether you can see or not. It's hideous. And to finish it off, you have to like loop it. You can't do the back stitch thingy, and oh, it was a bit I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend it, but it just, yeah, and it hurt my eyes because I had to have it right up close to me like this, and I was just straining my eyes, and my thumb was hurting, and oh my days. Mr. Doodle's not tried it yet. I bet he'll get on with it ever so well. So what I did, Or hopefully that won't come undone. I just went over it then with some glue because the stitching is really rubbish. But it just made me laugh, and I thought, well, I'm gonna, because I like to show things that go wrong as well as things that don't go wrong. But it's rustic, isn't it? It's nice and organic. But other than that, I'm really pleased with them. So there's that one. There's that one. Did them all the same, and just say I just went over them with glue to sort of keep the stitches in, and then just some of the different coloured polishes just with my finger. And I think I went over it with Mod Podge as well. Yeah, I did. I went over them because I think you said, Anne, you said, oh, they'll be like a leathery feel, and they are. They're lovely. But they're nice little envelopes, pouches, pockets, whatever you like to call them. Is that one? Haven't done anything this week. These polishes have been on the table since I did the live video. That one, the stitching's not too bad on that one. It's going to be user error because, I say, the lady that got it, that showed the video, did the video, it was absolutely brilliant. I've just torn that one. It was absolutely brilliant, and it was the first video that I came across. But they're lovely, aren't they? And I wasn't going to throw them out or anything just because of that, and I've purposely left all the little tails on just because that's my thing. Another one. So yeah, these ones are just from the, I think I put dryer sheets on the title of that video, but these are actually the colour catchers. They're a little bit sturdier. Oh, love her. Just love all the different colours. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. That one. So thank you, Anne, and who, I think it was Joe, probably Joe, that suggested doing the little envelopes. Look, it's rubbish. Oh, dear, dear. Oh, it's all good fun. I think the stitching will be all right. Oh, yeah. It was a little bit awkward coming to the end as well, because she said, oh, you need to keep your thumb on it and then just go off the edge and then sort of pull the string out, the cotton out, and cut it off and then thread it back through. And yeah, it wasn't so easy for me. Oh, and this little piece, Mr. Doodles, he's been buying some stencils and he'd been playing, and he'd embossed it and he didn't like it. I don't know whether it's showing up because it hadn't all embossed. And I said, well, don't throw it. He was going to chuck it, I think. Don't throw it away. I said, I could do something with that. And just as I was sat there finishing these off, I thought, oh, I could cut that out, and that's just gone on there perfectly. And then the last one is this one. This one is actually, this is my worst one, I think. Not necessarily for the sewing, but for the cutting, and it's a bit bodged, look. But yeah, so they were fun, and it's a story told, isn't it? But yes, so thank you ever so much for watching, and I will leave the link to that. So these are for a £5. They're not, you know, it's worth a £5 because you've not all got weird thumbs and fingers like me, so you'll probably get on with it a lot better. I mean, I personally wouldn't. I got this one because there were some that just said battery, but this one did say, it says they're battery powered, but on the site it said USB, and it has got the USB, which is better, so that's why we got that one. The batteries aren't included and it needs 4 AAs, and on Amazon they're like 12 and 15 pounds, so it's sort of worth it ish. But yeah, so that's my little story and little show and tell. So have a lovely weekend. Thank you for watching. Take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.